You you think that title's clickbait? Yeah. Um. Yeah. I wish it was. Let's get into this. Yeah, so here is the man himself, Yaya Toure. His stats are really still quite good for a player of his age. His physicals are maybe to be desired now. He's certainly not as fast as he used to be, but his mental and his technical skills are still great. He is on trial with us at the moment, but I do look to sign him. I am looking to sign him when the trial is over. He's only asking, I think, around £1,500 a week, which we can just about afford, I think. I hope we can get him anyway. You can see that the Yaya Toure, having played for Barcelona and Manchester City in recent seasons, possibly playing for Kilmarnock, which is something I never thought that I would actually ever say those words. But yes, there's a possibility that Yaya Toure may be playing for Kilmarnock. Crazy. It really is. We have lost a couple of players. Jake Acewood, who was playing as a backup goalkeeper, his loan's finished and I've chosen not to renew it. And Danny Whitehall, who was one of our fourth, fifth choice striker. And again, his contract ran out at the end of December, and I chose not to renew that either. Which leaves the squad looking like this. So I've just taken my face out of the way so you can see the full squad here. We actually only have one keeper in this squad at the moment coming into this window, but we've got enough in the reserves and the youth academy to pull up to the first team if we need them. We're fairly full in terms of players in all positions, really. And up front, even though we've lost Whitehall there, having brought in Hines and Thoreau, there's 5 strikers we really have in the squad that we can rely upon, hopefully, throughout the rest of this season. So, let's have a look at the games that we just have played. So after we lost 3-1 to Aberdeen in the last episode, we got a 1-1 draw with Dundee United. You can see they scored in the 60th minute, then had a man sent off, and then Thoreau scored his first goal for us in the 86th minute of the game to get a 1-1 draw. To be honest, we really didn't deserve it. There was a good chance right at the end for us to go up 2-1, but we just missed that. Livingston, we were totally annihilated. We tried a new formation in this game, something slightly different. Played 5 at the back and had kind of Greenwood just off the side. It didn't work. We didn't play that formation. We didn't play that formation again, needless to say. I say we lost 4-1 there, and then we played against Motherwell, where we won. We won 3-2. I don't want to sound so surprised, but we won 3-2. Motherwell went up 1-0 with Jake Carroll, then Mackenzie scored a goal, then they went up 2-1, and then Mackenzie scored another, and right at the end of the game, Brophy scored a winner for us, and we actually changed this formation. We had been playing 4-4-2 for a while, and then I started to mess about with formation. We went 4-4-2, but pushed the wingers forward to attacking wingers. Now that we've got Greenwood and also Hines, who can play on the left hand side, slightly further forward, and then Mackenzie and Burke can still play just as well on that right hand side. It does mean that Craig Sibbald has kind of lost his starting left midfield job, but he can also play in the left wing, so he can play in the middle of the park and on the wing, so we'll be able to use him still in those places. And yes, as you can see from the squad here, everyone's all unregistered because Brexit happened at the end of the year, the 31st of December, in game, and the rules now are that we need to register players, so that's what I'll do quickly before we play our game today at home to St Mirren. So the team for today's game, we're going to have Danny Rogers in goal, as always, McGowan and Honstrup at full-back, and Mengi and Finlay at centre-back, even though they're slightly tired because they've played a few games in a row here. Simply they're our best centre-backs, so that's why they're going to be playing again. Power and Malumbu in the middle, Burke and Sibbald on the wings, Sibbald playing instead of Greenwood or Hines, because Greenwood is slightly fatigued and Hines is coming back from an injury. And up front, Thoreau and Brophy. That's the team for the game, playing at home to St Mirren. let's hope for a big win here. And here we go, the game kicking off. Kilmarnock against St Mirren. Let's see how we get on. Here we go, first highlight of the game. The ball played forward to Brophy. Brophy might swing the ball over here. No, he gets challenged, and it is a penalty. And Eamon Brophy will take this penalty, so let's see how he does. Eamon Brophy steps up and slots it home on that left-hand side. 1-0 Kilmarnock. Penalty from Eamon Brophy, his 15th goal of the season. I think it's fair to say we've been relying on his goals so far this year. Here we see it in 3D from behind the goal. I mean, we couldn't see the keeper because this is here in the middle of the page, but yeah, good goal from Brophy. Another chance for us here. McGowan, the roll flicked on to Brophy. Brophy, Malumbu, back to Power. McGowan swings the ball in. Oh, it just ended. Okay, I bet we've got another chance possibly. St Mirren are playing the ball out from the back. Slow build-up play. Goes to their left-back Mason, who plays it forward to Erwin, who used to play for Kilmarnock. Dennis into Conley. Out wide to Tate. Erhahon is in the middle. There we go. That's a name I don't quite know how to say. But Dennis, McGowan tried to intercept the ball. Conley. Oh, I'll be honest. I have no idea what's going on there. But I'll gladly make sure. I'm glad that we didn't concede anyway. Another highlight here, and it's St Mirren and back in their own corner. Plays the ball forward, and it's a race now between Finlay and Erwin, and Finlay wins it. He's on a yellow, Finlay. Blitters the ball up the pitch straight to a St Mirren player, and the ball comes into Rodgers. Grateful hands, who plays the ball forward. Route 1 football. Through. Was it through or was it the defender? Somebody touched it, and it went all the way over toward the corner flag. Power heads the ball forward to Buck, and Power collects the ball again. Maybe distribute the ball here into Malumbu, into Brophy. Can he finish for another goal? He has. He's 16th of the season, second of the game. Kilmarnock 2, St Mirren 0. Even though the match stats might suggest that the Saints have had most of the play and most of the chances, we are being much more clinical. You can see here Power, with a lovely flick behind to Malumbu, who threads the ball through, and Brophy isn't going to miss from there. 16 goals so far this year, as I said, for Brophy. 2-0 Killie. And one more chance before half-time, it looks like. St Mirren again playing the ball out from the back. Honstrup plays it to Malumbu. Through. Tries to find Brophy, but misplaces the pass. The goalkeeper threads it out to Mason. Into Sharon, who plays it forward. Can Mengi win that ball? Yes, he can. And Mengi plays the ball forward for Sibbald, but it's intercepted. The ball's played at the top, and Lee Erwin skies that over the bar. And that will take us to half-time, where, to be honest, I don't really want to say anything to that. I'm going to say you've played well so far, but there's room for improvement. No one really cared. Let's get on with it. 2-0 up into the second half. And a chance early on. McGowan throws the ball in. Finlay battles with Erwin, but Erwin wins it. Erhahon over to Conley. Conley runs inside, runs past Power. Can he hit it? He can, but it's wide of the mark. I think Rodgers had it covered anyway. 65 minutes on the clock, and it's another highlight here. St Mirren. Conley has a ball into Erhahon. Conley hits it, gathered by Rodgers. Are we going to have a chance of our own here, or is it just going to peter out into nothing? Rodgers just thumps the ball at the pitch, and Brophy, unchallenged, collects the ball. Oh, he should have scored that for his hat-trick. We'll just pause the game there, and we'll make a few changes. We can see a lot of our players are really starting to struggle physically. We'll bring Gary Dicker to play the ball-winning role, and Aaron Tishbola to play box-to-box, just to freshen up the legs in the middle. I'm going to keep the defenders as they are. Even though they're tired. They really don't want to break up that partnership. Thoreau can come off, and we can bring on Nicky Kabamba to be that target man. Nicky Kabamba's a nice tall player as well. And Sibbald can come off, and Sam Greenwood come on that left-hand side. Let's keep this up. 10 minutes ago now, and if you look at the statistics, the St Mirren have had most of the play, but we've now got a highlight here. Honstrup threw the ball in. Over to Tishbola. Dicker, there's an overlap on the right-hand side. McGowan, well, he hit it. He'll try and cross it, but Burke collects it. Dicker again. McGowan. Back to Dicker. Can he find McGowan? Burke is uncovered there, but it's out to Greenwood on this left-hand side. Oh, and that's a good save. Maybe one last highlight here. There's just 2 minutes to go in normal time here. Burke up the right-hand side. I don't know what that was meant to be, but it wasn't very good, whatever it was. St Mirren now got the ball. Plays it forward. It's intercepted by McGowan, who's had a good game, I think, at right back. Burke is intercepted. That comes to Morias. And it's a good save from Danny Rodgers. A corner for St Mirren. Ball swung in. Rodgers, if he clears the ball up the field, we had 3-on-1 there. But nonetheless, looks like, there's going to be one more chance. Burke swings the ball in. The ball's cleared. They left 3 up front. 3 up when they were defending that corner. Finlay intercepts. Ball finds Brophy. Can he swing the ball over? He does. Aaron Tishbola hits it, and that is a cracking strike. His first goal of the season, and I'm looking forward to seeing that in 3D, because that looked like an absolute corker of a goal. Finlay does a weird kind of volley and finds Eamon Brophy, who cuts the ball inside, and Tishbola hits it with his right foot. Oh, lovely finish. 3-0 to Kilmarnock. And that is the end of the game. A lovely 3-0 victory. Danny Rodgers actually got our best performer there, an 8.2, which maybe tells you quite how good he was, because he did have 24 shots against him there. Not only were on target, but the expected goals for St Mirren was actually higher than the expected goals for us. And we didn't concede one goal at all. So well done to Danny Rodgers. Well done to that defensive duo in the middle as well. I was very impressed with them. That's why, again, they're not taking off. They've been very good so far this season, and I cannot complain about them at all. We move on to the next game, which is against Hamilton. So just a quick update on the transfer front. I did not remember that I had organised earlier on in the season that this player, Rodel Richards, would be coming in on loan to the club. So when I signed 2 other strikers, I didn't realise that I had another one coming in. So, in on loan from Tottenham, I'm only paying £35 a week for his wages. Tottenham are covering the rest, so I'm more than happy to have him here. He looks a very, very good player. When you compare him in the reports to the rest of the players, he technically is our second best striker. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with him. His contract at Tottenham does actually run out at the end of the year. So, if he plays well, I might try and sign him on a free to the squad. But yes, that's another striker that we have in the squad, which is Rodel Rodgers. I keep saying Rodgers. It's Rodel Richards. Maybe I need to change his name to Rodel Rodgers. But Rodel Richards. And the player that has left is Mitch Pinnock, who really didn't play a lot for me. He played 4 games in total for me. He's went to Hearts for just £6,000. Mainly it was to save on the wages, because he was on about £600 or £700 a week for me, and it really wasn't worth paying him that amount of money. So he went to Hearts for about £6,000. And that means that they're the only real changes so far that we've had since you last saw us between the last game and this one, which means the team for this week's match against Hamilton in the Scottish Premiership is as follows. Rodgers in goal, with McGowan and Honstrup at fullback. Mengi and Finlay back to better fitness now they've had a week to rest. Centre back, Dicker is going to play alongside Malumbu in midfield, with Burke on the wing and Sibbald on the other side. I was quite happy the way Sibbald played last time, so though his form appears to not be great according to the statistics, I was fairly happy, so he can play there. And Thoreau and Brophy up front. The bench has got players like Curtis Lyle, who is our new backup keeper, 21-year-old from the youth academy, Dickamona, Millen, Power, Tishbola, McKenzie, you see Richards, Greenwood and Kabamba. So after a good victory last time round in our last game against St Mirren, we're looking to do something similar against Hamilton here. 10 minutes played and no highlights so far, but the ball comes to Sibbald, and now Hamilton have a chance to break away here. A lot of these players' names I've struggled. I can say Collar, that's fine. Out to Odafin on this right hand side for Hamilton, into Omotoye, and it's cleared just about by Kilmarnock. Chris Burke on the right hand side, who's been playing instead of McKenzie recently. I've been impressed with Burke. He drives on the right hand side and wins a corner for the team. Burke will take that corner, swings it in, cleared away at the front post, and the highlight is finished. But we've got another one straight away. Honstrup throws it into Sibbald, through, and it's a goal kick. I was wondering if it might have been a penalty. It's hard to see in 2D sometimes if it's a penalty or not. But McGowan with a throw, it goes to Hamilton eventually, and they blitter it away to, they didn't even have any of their own players in that half of the pitch. Rodgers collects it and thumps it up the field himself. It's not exactly, intricate football that's being played here, but here comes Hamilton and they score a goal. Omotoye, his 3rd goal of the season. 1-0 to Hamilton. Looking at the replay, Dicker attempts to do a tackle, didn't really work. Hallsgrove gets the ball and Finlay is just beaten by Omotoya, and it goes into the corner of the net. 1-0 Hamilton. And we've got a free kick. It's swung into the back post, and Mengi scores. That took me by surprise. That was a really quick highlight. Chris Burke with a free kick from the left-hand side of the area, and Mengi heads it in at the back post. Here we go. We'll see it in 3D. Oh, it just takes one step, curls it to the back, and Mengi heads in his first goal of the season. His first goal for Kilmarnock. 1-1. And there's a highlight straight from kickoff. Hamilton have the ball. They play it about the middle of the park. Finds Collar, plays it forward to Omotoya. Blocked by Finlay. Sibbald collects it, and he threads the ball up the line to Eamon Brophy. Eamon Brophy cuts back, plays it back to Sibbald. Sibbald infield to Malumbu, back to Sibbald, out to Honstrup. He might swing the ball in here. He does. It goes to Thoreau, and there we go. From 1-0 down to 2-1 up in the space of 2 minutes. Kilmarnock 2, Hamilton Academical 1. Here is the 3D highlight. Sibbald with a 1-2 with Malumbu out to Honstrup, who'll swing this ball in nicely and through from about 12 yards out with a nice headed goal into the bottom right of the corner. Bottom right of the corner, bottom right corner of the goal. 2-1. And here's a highlight for Hamilton. Corner swung into that post, somehow not went in. Malumbu clears the ball out. Da Silva keeps it in, but that is the highlight. And we're getting to half time here. And it's reached half time with Kilmarnock leading the game 2-1. It's been a fairly even game so far, looking at the statistics over there. And let's say to the guys in the dressing room with pumped fists, saying things are going well, but we know you're even capable. Yep, no one cared. Perfect. Let's start the second half with the same team again. They've been playing well. Oh, there we go. 66 minutes played so far in this game. There's not been a highlight in the second half, but now I've been informed that Chris Burke has got an injury. So we'll bring on Rory McKenzie for Chris Burke there. Thoreau is struggling with fitness, so we'll actually bring on Richards, who's not great as a target man because he's 5'8", but instead we'll play him as a pressing forward on attack. I quite like playing with a pressing forward this year in Football Manager, so he'll play there. Craig Sibbald as well is looking a little bit tired, so on comes Sam Greenwood to play on the wing there, and we'll keep going here. Confirm the changes and continue. And a highlight almost immediately after the changes. Dodgy from Danny Rodgers to say the least there, but headed over. And now another chance at the other end. A corner kick taken from McKenzie. He'll get the ball back. He'll swing it back in. And it's cleared. Stuart Finlay collects the ball on the left-hand side. Will he play it forward to Greenwood? No, he'll play it inside to Honstrup, who plays it up the line. Intercepted. Malumbu will collect. Plays it infield to Finlay. Up the line to literally nobody, but it comes back to Malumbu somehow. Forward to Brophy. And it's just out of his reach, and the goalkeeper collects it. But the goalkeeper, route one, over the top. Mengi's beaten, and it's well saved by Danny Rodgers. An awful effort is how they're describing it in the highlights and the wee words on the bottom there. But it looked like a good save from our angle. And a corner come in, and it's over the bar and away for nothing. Highlight here with about 10 minutes to go. Honstrup throws it in. McKenzie at the back post nearly heads that in. Greenwood wins the ball back. Plays it forward. Gets the ball back off the defender. Swings the ball in, and it's intercepted by Hamilton, but McGowan wins it, plays it forward. Rodel Richards is here, and he scores on his debut for Kilmarnock Football Club. There we go. Rodel Richards with his first goal of the season, having come off the bench. Let's see this in 3D. The ball comes out. McGowan plays the ball over the top. Richards on the end of it. One touch and across the keeper and into that bottom corner. 3-1 Kilmarnock. 10 minutes to go. That surely is a win. A highlight again here, almost immediately after the last goal. It's Hamilton with Da Silva. He drives in field, and it's a good save from Danny Rodgers. He's been impressing me recently with his recent performances. The corner was swung in, and it comes to nothing, but the ball comes back out to Templeton. Finlay heads it clear, and that is the highlight finished. I've just moved Aaron McGowan over to the left-hand side and brought on Ross Millen for Brandon Honstrup, who's looking a wee bit tired, and Gary Dicker as well. He can come off, and Alan Power come on for him for the last 7 minutes of this game. We're into added time now. There's 5 minutes of added time, and there's a highlight here. Millen throws the ball in. It's cleared by Hamilton out to Malumbu. Malumbu back to Power. Powers are going to switch it. He is. He finds McGowan. He finds Greenwood. Greenwood into Richards, who nearly scores a second on his debut off the bench. I think he might be starting soon, don't you? Alan Power with the corner. swings it in, and it's cleared by Hamilton, but it's only cleared as far as Finlay, and the highlight is finished. Nearly the end of the game now, Mengi clears the ball, and get that whistle blown, ref, unless we can score another one here. It's played forward to Brophy. Can he score right at the end of the game, Eamon Brophy? No, it's saved by the keeper, Vickers. And that is the end of the game. There we go. 3-1 Kilmarnock against Hamilton. A fantastic debut performance for Richards coming off the bench there. And again, our two centre-backs with some of our highest ratings in the team. Seems to be fairly consistent for us, these two playing really, really well. But I'm really impressed, all in all, with that. A 3-1 victory for Kilmarnock. So looking at the schedule, we see after our win against Motherwell that you didn't see, we've had 2 victories in this episode so far, with St Mirren and Hamilton, 2 nice wins there. What we will do is we'll come back at the end of the transfer window. We'll play the Scottish Cup third round tie, who we don't know who we're going to play yet because the earlier round hasn't been completed yet. And we'll also play Celtic in that game as well. And you'll get to see the end of the transfer window and see who we've brought in. So, yep, that's the next time we're going to see each other, just at the end of January for that Scottish Cup game and against Celtic. It's been a good episode, I think. 2 nice victories. If you like that, leave the video a like. It's really appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And we'll see you next time. See you then. Look at that. Yaya Toure has been given a clean bill of health, and he is now going to sign for Kilmarnock Football Club £1,400 a week. He's signing until the end of next season, which will make him at that point 38, maybe 39, depending on when his birthday falls. What a ridiculous signing.